Hello everyone. We finally made it to the Q&A video. We're gonna have a lot of fun today, talking and getting to know each other a little better. But first, I want to take a moment with you. I know September is over, but this is still really important. I want you to get comfortable and take a deep breath. And please, listen to what I have to say. Things haven't been the easiest for anyone in the world. Everyone has their own battles and difficulties. And this year has proven to be especially challenging. But I want you to remember that no matter what, you're not alone. You, dear listener, is a wonderful person. You're made of so many amazing qualities that all work together to be who you are. You're strong, and you're doing so well. You've made it this far, even with all the hardships you've had to face. And you've successfully gone through every single one and got where you are now. I believe that coincidences aren't real and that everything happens for a reason. So please, believe that you have a big purpose in this world because you were born to make a difference, no matter how that might be. Now, that's up to you to find out. But I hope that, for now, this message was able to make you smile. Your mental health is important. Very. You are valuable, precious, special, loved and cherished. Please always remain who you are. Follow your dreams, but remember to take time for yourself. Whoever you are, know that I believe in you, and I'm gratefully cheering for you. Thank you so much for listening. And now, for real, good afternoon, my bubble friends, and welcome to the very awaited Q&A video. I worked really hard to make a good video for you guys, so I really hope you like it. Everyone left some awesome questions for me over the videos, so this is gonna be lots of fun. Before we begin, I want to let you know that at last, I finally have a Discord server! Jovi and a few awesome friends helped me make my official server so we can interact even more. Thank you so much to everyone that helped me with this server. I hope we use it well. So, if you want to join, the link will be in the description below. I'll be waiting for you there. And before we get to the questions, it's time for a quick introduction. Hello, I'm LolloTheChoco. My full name is Laurel Everon. I'm a Libra, although I barely identify with my zodiac sign. I'm 21 today. And I'm, well, as you may well know, a mermaid. That's all you need to know for now, and I think the rest shall be answered in the questions we are about to see. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. Okay, before we start, I will butcher some of these names. I know that for sure. So if I pronounced your name wrong, let me know in the comments. Thank you so much. Okay, so Harrison Blacker says, "Hey LolloTheChoco, since you're thinking of making a Q&A, I've got a Q&A question for you. Please choose me." I have chosen you. How come you make Sunshine Eevee voice that's high-pitched when your voice is a little low? I'm curious.
You think my voice is low-pitched?
JK. I mentioned in one of the outtakes for yes, I'm not sure which one, but I'm pretty used to making high-pitched childish voices since a very young age. What can I say? I've always been a fan of acting and role-playing as multiple characters. I'd like to imagine that I have a good vocal range.
So Sunshine's voice is easy peasy lemon squeeze me.
Alright, next one. Shadow the Greninja. A question. Do you like ice cream? Who doesn't like ice cream? Ice cream is amazing, my dude. It's the frozen treat that warms your heart. Old ref. And what's your favorite Pokemon game? That's a hard question. I've been a fan for many years, but my first Nintendo game device was the 3DS, so 3DS games hit closer to home for me, even though my first ever Pokemon game was a ROM of Silver. That being said, I love Ultra Moon! The story really resonated with me, much more than the original Moon. And also Hawaii. I love beaches, I love Hawaii. I gotta swim there someday. However, I do have a preference for the Mystery Dungeon series, so if we're including spin-offs, my favorite Pokemon game has to be Gates to Infinity. Most people say that it's not the best PMD game, but it's the best for me. I've made wonderful memories playing as Snivy with my partner Oshiwat, building our paradise together. Pokemon Super Mystery Dungeon is a close second, but the title of my favorite Pokemon game goes to Gates to Infinity. Okay, Zach Hoover, I like your name. Your voice sounds so good! Thank you so much! And here's a question for the Q&A. Have you ever watched Formula 1 before? No, I don't think so. Is that a human thing? Sounds sciencey. And if so, what Formula 1 team is your favorite? I couldn't think of any other question. It's okay. I'm really glad you left the question for me anyway. Thank you for participating. Intervene! Oh my gosh! Your voice is so good! I love it! You sweet, lovable slice of apple pie! I love you. If you haven't checked Intervee's channel yet, what are you doing? Go right now if you haven't. It's awesome. Okay, here's a question for the Q&A. What's your inspiration for your character? I take it you like marine life? What gave that away? Why, yes, I love marine biology. I'm very drawn to the beach and water in general, and mermaids were always a big part of my life. You know, since I was raised among them. But yeah, I love the sea and everything that inhabits it. Okay, Night Star said, what's your favorite song? Straight to the point, huh? I like it. You know, for someone that loves music and listens to music pretty much all the time, choosing a favorite song is a very difficult task. Fellow music lovers shall understand my struggle. However, I do have a favorite song. It's called Nevada by Vicestone. I found this song while listening to a Monster Cat mixtape long ago. It's got the perfect amount of chill step awesomeness and relaxing beats that I'm a huge fan of. I don't know if I'll have problems with copyright if I put it in my video, so you should probably just look it up instead if you want to hear a nice song. And also, do not give me that one gun sync they did with this song. It ruined my baby. Moving on.
Oh, I'm gonna butcher this one. Gel? I'm sorry, guys. Gel? The Snorlax? I'm gonna call you Gel. I hope that's it. Gel? The Snorlax. Thank you for leaving a question. I'm sorry if I butchered your name.
Hey Lolo, I have a few questions.
Nice.
1. How did you feel when you got the role for Sunshine, the Eevee, in Eeveelutions? I was really happy about it. I actually auditioned for other roles too, not only Sunshine's.
I guess they just really liked the squeaky V.
2. What's your favorite color? Turquoise. It's the color of my swimsuit. 3. And final question. What country do you like to visit in the holidays? Of course, after beep. I don't get out of my lake much since I have important duties here. But like I mentioned before, I would love to visit Hawaii someday. It's a dream of mine. Anyway, I love the animations and the song. They are beautiful and melt my heart. So thank you so much for the awesome songs. No, thank you so much. You're a sweetie. And your support is greatly appreciated. So yes, thank you.
I think I've seen this name before. Is it pronounced Renee? I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. I'm sorry. Renee Ludi. That's what I'm gonna call you. Please correct me if I'm wrong.
Q&A question. What language did you grow up on? I am a native Brazilian Portuguese speaker. Bem-vindos ao meu canal, coleguinhas. Espero que gostem daqui. E que saibam inglês. Se não, desculpa. Oh, finally a name I can pronounce. Okay, Leslie the Glaceon said, question, what was it like being cast for Sunshine? Alright, I guess we'll be able to elaborate a bit more on what I said before. So, I was a fan of PKM 150's work for a long time. I used to read their comics on DeviantArt back when I used to be active there. And then suddenly the comic dub was announced and I was so excited. I wasn't really confident I was gonna get a role, I just mainly wanted to check out the other auditions. Auditioning myself was a second thought, but I'm gonna be honest. When I heard the auditions for Sunshine, they all sounded really forced. Like they were trying way too hard to sound like a little girl. I'm sorry if any of you watching this tried auditioning for Sunshine back then, but at least the auditions I heard weren't the best, and it made me think,
Oh, Sunshine cannot have a forced voice like this. So I gave it my best shot, and I guess it did the trick. Being accepted for the role of Sunshine was a wonderful feeling, and I'm really happy they liked my attempt.
Okay, Magical Umbreon says, Q&A question, how do you feel about being in the best Pokemon comic dub?
It feels amazing! I'm very honored.
It's absolutely crazy how popular ES got.
We all worked really hard to make it the best we could, so I think we deserve it.
Let us keep giving it our all.
Alright, I'm not gonna pronounce the X's. Screw it, I am. XXX says. Q&A question, do a flying attempt. This sounds like a bad idea.
Lolo, where are you going? Aren't duties done for today?
I'm gonna do a flying attempt.
Please tell me you're joking.
But maybe if Sifwana did her air magic thingy, like...
Lolo, you can't even breathe air.
Okay. I was probably just gonna dive from the top of the waterfall.
Oh yeah, sure.
So that happened.
Davy
says,
question, where do you live? Is there any more kind like you where you are? Question 2, is your place hidden from people around it, or is there a secret way to get there?
Ooh, interesting question. Thank you so much.
I live in a lake inside of an enchanted forest. I call this place my sanctuary. The magic of this forest keeps it safe from creatures with negative energy, or who are ill-willed in general, such as demons or even humans. So they get lost and are expelled from the woods before they can reach the actual core of the forest. So this place is a safe haven for magical creatures such as myself. The barrier keeps us safe and gives us a place to call home. As for others like me, I'm the only mermaid in this forest. I would know since I walk out to visit my buddies every day since the day I came to this place, and I help them with whatever they might need. I can only stay up to an hour out of the water though since I can't breathe air. I keep water stored in my lungs to help me with that, and some of my buddies will even try to help me by pouring water on me. It's so cute. P.S. pouring water on me doesn't really help much since they need to come in through the gills in my neck for me to be actually able to breathe. But I can just control the water so it reaches my gills.
Also, yes, this means my nose isn't really functional. It's pretty much just purely aesthetic.
H2O Minion says, do you voice act for other comic dubs or only the ES comic dub as Sunshine the Eevee? I have voice acted for projects before. I was the voice of Echo the Shaman in Guardians of Hope back in 2017. This comic dub was sadly cancelled though. Also, aside from Eeveelutions Squad, I've recently voice acted for other projects that have yet to be released. I'm not sure if I can tell you about it, but I'll let you know as soon as they're out. Hi Stellar! You're amazing, fantastic, awesome little bean! Hey Lolo, fantastic job on the new cover. Thank you so much! Got a question for the Q&A. How exactly did you get into Persona?
Frick, when did it start?
I think my introduction to Atlas games was because of Catherine, since a YouTuber I liked did gameplay of that game a few years ago.
If you're not 15 or up, don't look up this game, kids. It's got a bit of mature content.
Anyway, I really liked the art style of Catherine, and later on I found out about Persona 5, which was my first introduction to the Persona series.
I instantly fell in love with the game. The art, the animations, the story, the mechanics, the complexity, the attention to detail. Persona 5 was a masterpiece in and of itself, and I was enamored with every aspect of it. Needless to say, Persona 5 became my favorite game ever really quickly.
My love for the game grew even bigger when I tried it for myself, since I'm a gamer who loves long play sessions. P5 only lost its title of my favorite game ever to Persona 5 Royal, which was the DLC that did the impossible, turning something perfect into something even more perfect. Sorry for rambling about Persona, I love these games too much!
Shadow the Greninja again, thank you so much for leaving questions.
I have a question that will decide the fate of the universe. A question so important that the sun will explode if you don't answer it.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love ramen? The love for ramen is over 9,000! Wispy on Ghost Eevee, I like your name, says, Q&A question, what is your favorite childhood movie or show? That's a hard question. I'm still a sucker for kids shows and movies, so I don't think I have a favorite show. 巨大な壁が僕らの目の前立ちから勝手に24歳でのほどでも決して背中に出ないって仲間とゴール目指してまい人生またまたおいCoinda YouTube says Sorry if I'm late to ask a question. Don't worry, you're not late at all, sweetie. By the way, nice singing. Thank you. My question is, if you and the other VAs for the ES project are friends or at least talk to each other frequently. Also, for some reason, I'm nervous while commenting this. Don't worry about it. It's okay being nervous. Well, Intervie and I nerd about Persona occasionally. She voice acts the lovely Mrs. Molly. Stellar Steel and I also talk sometimes. We also nerd about Persona sometimes. And I also nerd about his videos because he's so talented and I love his channel. He's super cool. And he voice acts as Brian. And last but certainly not least, Sunlit Wolf. Cause we sing together. And he voice acts as my favorite guy. Etalk98, I hope I pronounced that right, says, what a beautiful cover, I really loved it, thank you so much! For Q&A, why did you start doing dubs/covers? Why did you start uploading videos on YouTube? And thanks for the amazing covers. No, thank you for being so awesome. This is a really nice story. In New Year's Eve, I was celebrating with my friends and we were eating delicious foods and singing songs together, and they told me I should make covers for YouTube. And that's when I decided to try. I love singing, and although I don't think I'm bad, I also wasn't very confident I was good enough to be making covers for YouTube. But all the support I get from you amazing people has proven me otherwise. I'm really grateful to all of you. So thank you so much for everything, really.
Shiny Eevee20k says, I don't remember subbing to this channel. You probably subbed to me because of Eeveelutions Squad.
I'm the sunshine, and I do the sunshinies. Oh my goshy.
But I can't really unsub because of how small this channel is. Don't feel pressured. You don't have to stick around just because my channel is small if you don't feel like it. But I'm really glad you're still here if you decided to stay. Thank you. But the more I look at your character, the more I like them. I ain't gonna assume genders. Thank you for the respect, but just for clarification, I go by she, her. But I really don't mind pronouns. You could call me they, them, or even he, him, and I'd be fine with it. Mainly because of how amazing it looks. What made you create this character? Thank you so much for your kind words. I'm glad you like it. I created Lolo's design to be my Sona in a shared universe with my friends so we could build a world and make stories and RPs together. But I fell way too deep in love with her design, and now the little Lolo you know is my main art Sona. I can really relate to her, and she represents me better than any other OC of mine. And that's saying a lot because I have a lot of OCs. Adrian says, Q&A question, what ocean are you in? Oh, I used to live in the ocean. I was raised by my dad and my grandma in a city of merfolk called Delphinia. Took me a long trip of swimming to get to land. JEL says, Q&A question, what brought you to try your fin at singing? Fin. I like it. I'm a mermaid, so it's kind of a cultural thing, you know. But seriously though, try? I don't know. I sing ever since I can remember. Not for any reason in particular, I've just always had a passion for music. I guess it runs in the family. Okay, now, here. This person right here, Miggy Flamey Yoshi. I don't know if I pronounced your username right, but you are awesome. This person started a comment on pretty much all of my recent videos and left a question for the Q&A. I love you. You are amazing. Thank you so much. Let's get to it. So the first question. I like Moana. I just wish she had brought along Pua on her voyage. Me too!
Pua is baby. I totally feel like the movie introduced Pua like that, so we'd think he'd be Moana's animal friend in the trip. But no, chicken. Question, if you had a familiar in real life, what would they be like? Orlov is kind of my familiar. He's a fish, he's a close friend, and we spend a lot of time together. Isn't that what a familiar is? I guess so. Second question from this person. I love the song. They're commenting on Beneath the Mask. I love the song. This Smash Ultimate remix is pretty epic too. I haven't heard that. I have now heard that, and it was awesome. Insecure, you are singing your heart out in the most fickle of audiences. That is very bold of you. Thank you so much, that makes me really happy. Question, if P5 Royal is your new addiction, what was your previous one? P5? Okay, third question from this amazing person. For a long time, this cover was my lullaby. It was super effective. Thank you, I'm glad you like it. Question, what legends or myths bring inspiration to your creations? Plenty, actually. I like gathering inspiration from many different sources. Series, anime, mythology, history, folklore, anything that could be used in some way to help develop my stories. I can't say too much about it now, but you'll see it slowly but surely. Fourth question, I love this person already. This song brings back beautiful summer camp memories. They're commenting on I See the Light. And every chance I get, I use the chorus to annoy my siblings because it's so catchy and earwormy. I know. It's the good kind of catchy though. Every Tangled song has a special place in my heart, and I will always love this movie. Question, do you play any musical instruments, besides the magnificent melodic voice? I wish. I tried learning to play the keyboard a few years ago, but I got unmotivated. I still have it somewhere, but I can't play at all. I was not at all surprised when I found out you also voiced Orlov. You are so talented. Psh, don't break the immersion. Question, are there any omens or superstitions that you strongly believe in? Such as, do you know if you take out the trash after dark, you are bound to lose money, or if someone sweeps over your feet, you won't get married? Oh wow, that's so interesting. I didn't know those things. That's funny. Nothing in particular comes to mind, but when it comes to superstitions, I wouldn't say I believe in them, but I certainly find them amusing. I don't know if this counts, but one thing I strongly believe in is that nothing in this world is a coincidence. Everything happens for a reason, and every living thing is connected in a way. Your voice is so heavenly even in another language. Thank you, sweetie. Here's a question. What was your first English word? Mine was bathroom. I learned it in elementary school by plain observation. That's awesome. It is a very important word to know. That's true. Unlike my first word, shit. I picked it up from watching my dad play Resident Evil 4 when I was a kid. Okay, now that I have sunshine circulating in my bloodstream, guess what video this is? I realized something. Lola likes anime, she sings Disney covers, and she is a gamer. So if you put it all together, I predict she will do a Kingdom Hearts cover of Simple and Clean by Utada Hikari. I wish on the full moon for that. Will I be brutally shamed if I told you that I never played or watched Kingdom Hearts? I'm sorry. I do have interest in the series though, but I know pretty much nothing about it aside from the fact that it mixes Disney stuff and anime stuff, and there's a guy with a giant key. And also that one meme. Mickey in the dark robes. So yeah, that was a wonderful ride, everybody. Thank you so much for being part of it. It was so much fun. I'm really looking forward to making another awesome Q&A video with you guys. This was so much fun. If you have any more questions, please leave them down below. Click on that link in the description to get into my Discord server where we can talk more personally and we can have fun together. So yeah, maybe I'll start collecting questions there too. Who knows? We'll see. And yeah, that will be it for now. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye!
I ordered some takeout. I ordered some takeout. I ordered some takeout because I was hungry. So I ordered some takeout. I ordered some takeout. I ordered some takeout because I'm still hungry. Oh, this looks delicious.